What's going on, peoples? So we got round one, round two of the EBA. Finally here, we kicked off. We should have had a stream going last week, but we kind of took the week off. But we are in our first little mini break. Guys had last 2 weeks played, which was action packed. We had great games, round one and round two. Uh, yeah, so we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna make this quick. We're not gonna make it long. So yeah, we have 17s. We got Magic, got that work, Honcho Elite, Dallas Heat, NOLA, BLTN, and North Texas Warriors. And the rankings are no surprise who's at the top, but also a surprise who's at the top. We got the North Texas Warriors sitting at 2-0. BLTN shockingly sitting at number two, and I say that because they have some new ownership, some new players and guys that are playing for them, which again adds the exciting dynamic to the league. And we have NOLA sitting at 1-1, and we have the Dallas Heat sitting at 1-0 at number four. Honcho Elite at number five after their great win last week. It was the best game we probably had the last 2 weeks has been Honcho Elite, which is also another shock again. Adding these new players, guys getting to see the league, popping, and want to be a part of something. So, who knows how this ends up, finishing out. And we have got that work at 0-1, who lost to Honcho, which is something that we probably thought we would never say, but yeah, we here in 2024. And then we got the Magic, who have been in, the Final Four the last 3 years or last 2 years. Since they've been around, they're at the bottom at 0-2, and they're just riddled with injuries. So they're starting off slow. We'll see if they end up being in the top four when this thing's all said and done. Um, Jumping right into it as well, we have some round leaders here from the first 2 weeks. We have our leading scorer is DK Eldridge of the North Texas Warriors at 34 points per game. And we have Mr. Charlie Shorter coming in at number two with 29 points per game, even though he only played the one so far. And then we have Jakari Crockett, excuse me if I mispronounce y'all names, I'm trying my best, at 26 points per game. We have Eddie Sims at number four with 25 points per game. And then we got Kenyatta Sewell Jr. at 25 points per game. Moving on to assists, we have Charlie Shorter at 9 assists. DJ Perkins or Dale Perkins Jr. at number two with 5. Eddie Sims at number 3. Kenyatta Sewell Jr. at number 4 with 5. And then we have Shad Cruikshank. I think that's how you say Shad name. Again, y'all apologize if I do mispronounce y'all names. I try my best, but Shad with the Dallas Heat is number 5 with 5 assists. Let me share this so I can make sure y'all can see this. There we go. And we have rebounds per game, which is crazy. Y'all, if y'all haven't seen it, go watch the live stream. Again, we stream every game live each week as it's happening on our YouTube page. If you have a smart TV at home, I highly recommend EBA Basket. Subscribe to our page. When you pull up our page on your TV, just type in EBA Basket on YouTube. It'll pop right up. Games are live stream. You can watch them at the house. Sit back, enjoy some good basketball. But if you missed it last week, DJ Perkins made his debut, and he's sitting at the top with 25 rebounds. I don't know if anybody's gonna catch him in rebounds, because that is crazy. But yeah, DJ or Dale Perkins is sitting at number 1 with 25 rebounds. DK Eldridge is at number 2 with 13. Charlie Shorter is at number 3 with 11. And we have Devario Pierce at number 4 with 10, and Kenyatta Sewell Jr. at number 5 with 10. Crazy. The 25 is crazy, man. I can't tell you. It's comical at the same time. If you know DJ, you know just a hard player to be out there playing against. He's one of those guys you rather play against. I mean, you rather play with than play against. So if you catch my drift, if you ain't going at 100, then it's gonna be a long night. But moving on, we got steals per game. We have Corton Walton at number 1 with 4. We got Maurice Fomby at number 2 with 3.5. We got DJ at number 3 with 3. Keymon Taylor at number 4 with 3, and Shaw at number 5 with 3. We got a couple repeat offenders on the list out here. So some of these guys are early competing for, defensive player of the year, offensive player of the year, and some of these other, awards that they can get out at the end. Blocks per game, Kenyatta Sewell Jr. with 4. That's going to be a tough stat to beat too. Jimmy Kelly at 1.5. I can see Jimmy probably taking the cake there just because he is active between both games. We got Cam Foreman, what we call him Flacco, at number 3 with 1. DeCorey Jones, Deco for short, at number 4 with 1, and DeVario Pierce at number 1. I could definitely see some of these names changing just because, between the first, 2 games, it is kind of shaky. Guys kind of getting a feel, and it's a little helter-skelter. But yeah, we'll see what everybody ends up faring at. We'll also head into our stars. So our top guys from these matchups here. Hold on, let me put it up. I mean, it's no guess or gamble. We have Jakari, who was one of our top players, from the first round. Let me load this up for y'all. He's a new player from NOLA. NOLA's a new team in our league. They have some people. I'm not gonna say sleepers because they're not sleepers, but some guys that have been playing together for a minute. So it's kind of hard to kind of put your focus on one player. As other teams, it's kind of who's the guy to pick out here. They had a big guy that they added round 2, Dante Johnson, I think his last name is. I just know it's Dante. But when I say big fella was down there moving furniture, it wasn't nothing nobody could do. And it was just strap up and go along for the ride, you feel me? But yeah, so we have round 1. We had the first matchup, Magic versus NOLA. Magic took the L 81-97. NOLA's first game in the league. They came out. This guy here, Jakari Crockett, which is going to be one of the top players in the league, it just seems game over game. They played 2 games so far, and in each game he's came out produced. He had 32 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. So, I mean, it ain't much to say that. It's a stat sheet stuffer. If I could pronounce my words right. You'll be seeing a lot more in him just because the kid can play. He's got a high motor. He's playing both ends of the court, which is what I love. I love to see any coaches out there. Yeah, I mean, the same way. If you got a guy that can put the ball in the basket and play both ends, it's a coach's dream, so to speak. Second game, we had Dallas Heat and Honcho Elite. We had Honcho falling behind 88-92. It was a close game. Believe it or not, the Heat should have lost this game. Honcho gave this game away, and I'm not going to say we're upset about it, but Honcho gave the game away. At the end of the game, they had Jakeem, who was one of their top players for round 1. He ended up going, I think in the fourth quarter, scored 25 straight for that team, and he ended up on the last bucket that they challenged. He ended up shooting a fadeaway when he could have went to the hole, got a bucket. They would have won. Instead, they ended up dropping down 2 points, and Kenyatta ended up finishing the game off for him. So it was a definite exciting game because I think they were down by like 14 or 12. But yeah, Kenyatta Sewell Jr. here was the player of the game for that. He had 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 blocks. So another stat sheet stuffer. Say that 3 times fast. But yeah, he got busy. Again, he won MVP. What is that? 3 seasons ago now. Yeah, he won it 3 seasons ago, and has been a top player. Since he's been in the league, especially with the Heat. So you'll see a lot more Kenyatta for sure, for sure. And then we got, of course, they call him the Hood Power Ranger, DK Eldridge, DK Million, whatever, whatever venue you catch him at, it may change. But BLTN fell short 89, 101. And again, this was a different team. That round 1 team versus the round 2 team would have probably gave them a little bit more bang for their buck. But DK had 36 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, another stat sheet stuffer. I'm gonna get that right. But yeah, he's another stat sheet stuffer. And again, he's the reigning MVP of the league. So I mean, it's gonna be a tough night for any team that has to go up against the Warriors. And they have some good guys that are supporting cast. They got Jaren Young, Maurice Fomby, TJ Maston, and they have some other guys that they bringing off that are pretty solid form. Keno Armstrong, who was their MVP in the finals last year, that won them the championship. I think he scored 20. It was like 25 or something like that. So they have some guys that could do some damage, not just their starting 5. So yeah, with round 1, man, it was tightly contested all throughout the board. Nobody really got manhandled, and who we thought should won the game. I mean, we thought the Magic game would have won a lot closer than where it was, but just couldn't keep up with Jakari. And again, like I said, this is a cat that you'll probably see, in the All-Star game. And I don't know. They have some other cats on that team that definitely will be making some noise. I'm not gonna let the cat out the bag. We're just gonna see if they show up to the game. And then for round 2, see if we can get these to go in order. Round 2, we had BLTN versus the Magic. This was a straight, take them behind the shed ass whooping. Is no other way to put that. We had Devin Reed, who was playing with Honcho Elite last round, who switched clothes, and he went from leading the league in turnovers to coming back and having a double and whooping a Final Four team from last year by 30. So again, this is a testament to the guys, that are in the league. We have some guys that can really go. And Devin here had 27 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. A stat sheet stuffer and in the redemption story, where everybody was like, dang, on IG and stuff with the turnovers, saying, man, the kid giving the ball away, but then he comes back and does a game like that, man. That says a lot about character. So yeah, that was a big win in BLTN. Finally getting over that hump, getting that first win. I think that matches their win total from last year. So they're already on the up and up. They have, like I said, much better management, much better team. So they're going to be definitely somebody that you want to watch out for. We got second game of round 2. We had a tightly contested game. I know it ended up being by few points here. Not finna get me with the math, but North Texas Warriors 96, NOLA 89. And DK Eldridge again, another double-double, 32 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Again, it's not much to say here, just that, sometimes your best ain't good enough. and again, when you play the Warriors, it's not just a one-trick pony. They have a couple of different guys that add a part to the puzzle. And I believe Mr. Fomby had 25 that game. So you got a guy scoring 32, 14, and then having Fomby come in, leading the defensive charge for them, that becomes a tough matchup. for anybody in the league. I don't give a damn, who it is. But they had TJ Maston as well that game, having 19 points, 4 rebounds. He had 2 assists. And, again, like I said, he had 18 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and he had 2 steals. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on there with the Warriors, man. They're not a top heavy team. They have a lot of guys that contribute and get busy. You know what I mean? And then with Nola had again Dante Thompson. Again, like I said, this kid is going to be a beast for the team. He had 24 points, 17 rebounds, a block, and 2 steals. That's a crazy feat to have in a game. I know they ended up taking the L 89-96, but that's a tough matchup, for a lot of teams. Nola gonna win a lot of games just because of him and their size that they have at the guard spot and at the forward spot. To be honest, they probably had the best forwards in the league. And then they have Eric Weary Jr., who just came back from TBT, played in the championship with Cougs. I think it's all for Cougs. Houston, University of Houston's alumni team with TBT for the $1 million tournament. Shout out to our guys at TBT. But yeah, Eric and his team, the Cougs, they went and was in the championship game. So it's nice to see the competition level, again, increase from round 1 where he wasn't able to be there. Round 2, he was able to come. And Eric had 17 points, 6 rebounds, and he had a steal and a block. So again, these teams are no slouch. And then for that third and final matchup for that day, which again, like I said, was the most exciting game that we didn't have, was Honcho Elite and Got That Work. You had Mr. Stephen McDonald, or as we call him, Red here, went crazy. And when I say he went crazy, I mean he went crazy. 35 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, stat sheet stuffer. if it's ever a definition of something, that would have been the definition of it right there. Red, as we call him, is one of those guys that motor don't stop moving, and he came and he made his EBA debut as well during this game, and he said he was gonna pop out, and he did. He popped out, got a big win over Got That Work. They're a powerhouse team. So then, it's exciting to see what Honcho Elite will be able to do if they're able to keep, their solid core and match them up with some of the guys that they had that were out. We'll see what they be able to do for the season. They also had John Milligan, University of Pittsburgh alumni, came in and gave a spark in his first game too. 19 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And we call him the EBA Kyrie for a reason. And if you ever seen John play, you'll understand why we call him that. But yeah, he gets busy with the handles. We've yet to see somebody pill John, so I ain't gonna say we waiting on it, but it'll be a sight to see who gets those first honors. But yeah, they had them too. They also had Jacqueline Marzette, who ended up with 10 points, rebound, 2 assists, and a steal. That was also pretty big for him. And then we can even go as far as even David Tucker having his first EBA debut. Kimball alumni. He had 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. So Honcho definitely has some guys that could make some noise for them. And then for Got That Work, they had Charlie Shorter that was leading them in points with 29 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, almost at a triple-double, 1 assist away. But we ended up going with DJ Perkins for their play of the game because, again, we haven't seen anything like this where it's 19 points, 25 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Like, that's crazy. So, yeah, we haven't seen anything like that. We had to go ahead and give them the play of the game spot for their team. And then they had coming in, at the second spot, they had Eddie Sims, 25 points, a rebound, 5 assists, and he had a block, which is crazy, and 2 steals. And Eddie's another one of those guys that'll be able to, put in some time for the team and will be probably one of their top scorers. And then they had a new cat that made his EBA debut as well, Tristan Burks, 6. He had 20 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, and he had a block. He's another cat that could get busy, and so we'll definitely be we'll be looking forward to seeing again what Got That Work does with their team. They got a lot of guys that they haven't fully unleashed, and then also the guys that they have they brought some new guys to the mix. So we'll see how they end up meshing well with that team, and if it ends up being something. But I do got to show. I don't know how it's going to show up on the screen, but we got to show the 4-point play, the 4-point play by Honcho Elite to end the game, which was the game winner. Man, it just don't make any sense, bro. It don't make any sense. But here you go. We just gonna throw it up there for y'all. Yeah, we had to see if we could get it resized, the video resized. But the game winner, it hurt, man. It hurt. I know it hurt. But yeah, that was our round 1, round 2, our standout guys that came out from those games. And then my favorite, which we'll get out the list as the weeks go on. Probably we'll do it probably right before All-Star break. But I'll go ahead and say that these are our guys that are in front running for MVP, and some of these names will be guys that everybody we're kind of assuming these are the top guys. So we got DK Eldridge leading the charge at number 1 player for MVP. Kenyatta Sewell Jr. with the Dallas Heat at number 2, Jakari Crockett with NOLA at number 3, Mr. Fomby at number 4 with North Texas, and Jimmy Kelly at number 5. And then we have Cameron Foreman at number 6, and we have DJ Perkins at number 7. And again, the way this works is the top player from each game receives 30 stars. And then the second player receives 20. The third player receives 10. So it's a cumulative of that. It's not about, who likes who, votes, anything of that nature. Strictly about these guys' gameplay. So you'll see that change, constantly throughout the season. It'll definitely change, frequently. If you guys have followed us from, all the seasons that we've had, prior to, and whoever ends up at the top is the MVP, and it's unanimous. There's no way to defute it. But those are the top 7 guys that we have in the league right now. We'll get up a flyer, put up the top 7, and then we'll melt that down. And as it gets bigger to where we end up doing the top 25. So, yeah, we're excited, for the games that are upcoming. We're off this week. We'll be back next week. We'll have a live on Thursday. So we look forward to seeing y'all on Thursday. Thursdays, we'll do it at probably 8 o'clock. Thursdays at 8, we'll be on here live in effect. Again, catch us on YouTube during the game days. You can catch us on YouTube right now. To watch our live streams, you can comment. Your comments will pop up. But yeah, 8 o'clock on Thursdays, EBA each week. Game days, EBA Basket. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch us on YouTube. Live stream for my folks at home. And then EBA Basket, give us a like. Peace.